it's time to get into our top five.
Top five.
Top five is a new segment where every day on the 5 o'clock shadow, in honor of the five, we will be giving my top five anything. It could be anything. Top five cars, top five flavors of ice cream, top five movies, top five whatever it is. And today we're going to be doing the top five songs of 2016. Yes, 2017 is a new year, and music for hip hop is not looking too great. So much so that my top five songs, for the first time in maybe ever, my top favorite songs of a year has no hip hop in it. Now, it does have a hip hop artist, if you want to call him that. Yes, Drake, the person who did just do my top five sound effect.
Top five.
Yes, we do have Drake on the list for one of my top five songs of 2016. But before we get to the top five of my favorite songs of 2016, let's get to the honorable mentions. Number one honorable mention is Rihanna with WORC. This song could have very well been on the top five. The only thing is that it made me sick by the summertime, and then I could not, and I still to this day cannot sing the chorus word for word, knowing exactly what she's saying. It goes wah 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 wah. You see me happy wah 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 wah. I don't know what else after that. I don't know what she says after that. Something do me dirt. I don't know. I'm not mad at it. The song is still catchy as can be. Love the song. Rihanna WORC gets a honorable mention. Not only does she get an honorable mention from me, her entire album, Anti, was fire. That album was good. Her song, another song on that was Needed Me. Of course, she had 4 or 5 seconds, but that I don't know if that was really made for her album or if that was, or I don't know. But I think I had enough. Might get a little drowned. That song, I mean, listen. That song was so crazy that young people were dissing Paul McCartney. They was like, wow, this Paul McCartney guy, his career is going to get blown up thanks to Rihanna and Kanye West, as if they don't know who the Beatles are. Applaud them for being ignorant to the Beatles. Fool minds. I don't care how young you are, you should know who the Beatles are. Shame on you. But yes, she had that song Needed Me, 4 or 5 seconds. I even like that song Never Ending. But if you were talking, if I was naming today my top 5 albums of 2016, I think Rihanna and her album Anti would be on it. Another honorable mention, I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with this one, that is not on the top 5, but an honorable mention for me is Beyonce, Formation. Listen, when that song starts, that I get hyped just like everybody else does. I liked this song. I loved what it stood for. I loved the video. I loved the fact that Beyonce even did her thing on Beyonce really went hard in the Super Bowl. So Beyonce made so many white people mad, so many police officers mad. People were just angry and bent out of shape for Beyonce and her Super Bowl performance when she did this song. But she did her thing on it. That beginning though, there's nothing like it. I loved it, but the song just didn't do it for me like other songs on the list did. So it's not like I hated the song. It's not like it didn't do it for me. It was just not good enough to be on my top 5. It was not good enough to be and take a spot on my
Top five.
It just wasn't. So, but you know, there's no shade at Beyonce, no shade at all, because 2 of her other songs were my favorite songs of 2016. So please do not. Beehive, don't come for me. First off, y'all don't want it with me. Second off, just don't come for me. It ain't worth it. I do respect Queen Beyonce. It's just Formation. I didn't love it as much as everybody else loved it. All right, now the third honorable mention, and this is going to be surprising to some people, but Justin Bieber, the Biebs. Justin Bieber actually had like 3 songs that I was feeling this past year. What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey, that song was fire. That Justin Bieber song was crazy. What do you mean? And he even had this other song that he did with some DJ, and it was like I can't think of the song now, but that he had two songs that were ridiculous for me. But Love Yourself, if Justin Bieber's album would have like really been popping in 2016, because it came out in 2015, if it really would have been popping in 2016, this would have been also my top 5 albums of 2016, but this is top 5 singles of 2016, and Love Yourself gets one of those because it was one of my favorite ones. So if this album would have came out in 2016, him and Beyonce would have had double teamed my top 5. The albums just are crazy. Drake, Adele, Calvin Harris, and Rihanna would have to have several seats. They would not be on my top 5 singles. But Love Yourself did come out in 2015. That's why I didn't really put it on my list for favorite songs of 2016. But I heard the song when I first watched the video, and then the video was great. It was like, it starts off with a couple in bed, like facing the opposite direction. And then as soon as the song starts up, they start rolling around and doing dance choreography, and they dance the entire song out in dance. If you have not seen the Love Yourself video from Justin Bieber, it is creative, it is dope. But again, he did not make, with this song, he did not make my
Top 5, top 5, top 5.
He did not. But his album was fire as well, just like Rihanna's album. We got some good music in 2016. Justin Bieber's album was fire. He even had that song with Nas. Nas. The album is official. Nas jumps on the Justin Bieber song. So I don't care what y'all say. Laugh at me. Nas is on the album. That's why I listen to the album. So, let's get into my
top 5, top 5, top 5.
Coming in, and these are not in order. These are not in order because I could not pick which ones I thought were my favorite to least out of these top 5. But I just know that these ones got into my top 5 songs of 2016. Number 1, Baby, I Like Your Style. Grips on your ways, front ways, back ways. That song, Drake, One Dance. Listen, they had videos of even a Bugs Bunny dancing to the song. That song took everybody by that song took the world by storm. You don't have to like the song. I see some people are saying no, but that song took America over in 2016. Everybody, as soon as you heard the song, Baby, I Like Your Style. As soon as you heard that, everybody got up. That song took over the club-ubs. That song is definitely top 5 of 2016. I did remember that there's this woman that I am friends with, that I used to go to church with, and she was talking about how sexist the song was, and it caused me to stop listening to the song as much as used to. I felt guilty, but she was like, grips on your waist, front way, back ways, speaks to the control that a man has over a woman. Talked about. I just remember she broke it down to where, as a man, I felt like a sexist pig listening to that song, even though I still thought that song was fire. I might have learned my lesson by the end of it, but still, baby, I like your style. That's why that song definitely is on my
top 5, top 5, top 5.
All right, my number 2 song on my list of top 5. I took a Caribbean Style. It was a Culture Vulture song by Drake. It was a Culture Vulture song by Drake. I don't deny that either, but he did bring that to the U.S. like nobody else has. The song was not whack. Listen, the song is not. Okay, maybe even if the song was whack, right? As soon as you heard that, baby, I like your style. I mean, come on, man. Y'all fronting if you think that song was all the way. If that song was not popping in 2016, whether you personally liked it or not, you have to admit in 2016 that song was popping. And speaking of not being sorry for liking Drake, One Dance, for it was definitely a club banger. Number 2 on my list of my top 5 songs of 2016 was Beyonce and her song Sorry. Listen, as a Christian, this was one of the songs where I had to play like without my Christian friends knowing that I was playing it. I mean, the chorus goes, middle finger up, up, put them hands high, wait up in his face, tell him boy bye. Like I was in the mirror, like getting ready to jump in the shower, no clothes on, talking about boy bye, boy bye. Like listen, this song, her whole album Lemonade, by the way, is fire. It's absolute fire. Applaud Lemonade. You are a definite hater if you hated Lemonade. That song from beginning to end, she just basically told the whole world, look, I got cheated on. This is me bearing my soul to everybody who, and if you've been cheated on before too, you should be able to relate to it. Listen, I've been cheated on as a dude, and I related to that. I was like, I was about to start naming names to exes who cheated on me. Stop that. But listen, Beyonce, Sorry, like, and she had that controversial line in the song too. Me and my lady sip my Douce cup. I don't give up, chucking my deuces up. And then she said, up on my pause. Like that line, I mean, listen, I was looking for someone to say that to. That's you cannot hate on Beyonce's song Sorry. That was one of my most played songs of 2016. That was not. It's not the Wait Until It Tails soundtrack. That album did give you Formation, and you have to give it up and give respect for Beyonce because she performed Formation at the Super Bowl and put black people on her back and withstood the hatred of police officers and white America for her performance at the Super Bowl. Give it up and give the respect to Beyonce. Hyped and charged right now. The number 3 is also a Beyonce song from the track, from the same album, Lemonade, and that was Hold Up. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love me like I love you. Like Beyonce was singing to me in that song. That whole album touched me deep. That whole album was so dope that 2 songs got the top 5 songs of the year on my list. And you know what? For all of y'all like dudes that love rap and hardcore and hip hop and all that other stuff, shame on hip hop for not putting out any quality music in 2016. Not saying they didn't put anything quality out, because they did put out. Listen, I love it. Listen, Beyonce was doing her thing. I'm sorry, I did have to put 2 songs on there, but listen, I'll give props to A Tribe Called Quest, because We the People. Listen, Tribe Called Quest, We the People was dope, but the problem is it came out too late in the year to really put A Tribe Called Quest, We the People as the one of the top songs of 2016. To me, I can't really think of any other real hip hop songs that really did it for me in 2016. I don't think there's any other songs that I can think of. If there is a hip hop song that I'm not thinking of, and you want to correct me, I don't mind being corrected. You can call in at 323-870-4378. Again, that number is 323-870-4378. If your boy Truthit is missing any songs off of his list, you can let me know. And if you guys hate Beyonce songs on this list, y'all gonna hate the rest of this list. Y'all gonna hate the last 2, and especially the last one. The next song on the list, it comes from a guy. Wait, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let me give 2 more honorable mentions. Another honorable mention for one of the top songs in 2016 is another R&B song, and it's from a newcomer, and his song was from an artist named Bryson Tiller, and his song Down. That song was fire for 2016. No, don't play with me, don't be dishonest. I don't even know the words. Still not trying to stand in this logic. I'm back in the battle. I don't even know the words to it, but I know that song was fire. You know what else was fire with that song? When he started quoting Mariah Carey, Shake It Off in the song. Keep on playing game, and loving ain't the same. I don't know what to say. Like, that song was great. At the end of the song, though, there's a problem I had. The song stops abruptly, and then, like, in 6 or 7 seconds of silence, it goes. I don't know where he goes. Down, and I could never catch that last note. I had a problem catching that last note, but still, Bryson Tiller does get an honorable mention. Another person who gets an honorable mention, and if I was thinking about them as I was compiling this list, they would have probably knocked out. Yes, and he deserved R&B Breakout Artist. Well, he had 2 songs, okay, so yeah, he deserved it. But another song that did dope in 2016 was If We Tried That We Could Be Somewhere in the Climate. Jeremiah with You and I. That song also was popping in 2016. I swear that everything could be just right. Grown man in my suit and tie. That song was one of the top R&B songs. If it wasn't for Bryson Tiller, that probably would have been one of the top like R&B songs that was not by a real major artist. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Say there's for me without you and I. Yeah, that song is fire too. I apologize for missing that song. Break glass for me missing Jeremiah and You and I. So number 4 on my list, Calvin Harris. This is what you came for. Now me. If you ask me who Calvin Harris is, even to this day, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no idea who Calvin Harris is. All I know is that he got on his song Rihanna to sing the hook, and that caught 2016 by storm. Baby, this is what you came for, and everybody watches her while she's looking at you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. That song was fire for 2016 as well. That's why I'm saying, like, we didn't have. If you were a fan of R&B or pop R&B, I'll admit it was a little bit popish. 2016 was a little pop-ish. Then you enjoyed. This year was a good year for you for music. So yes, Calvin Harris, This Is What You Came For, got the number 4 spot and the number 5 spot, and the number 5 spot in my
Top 5.
I'm a little embarrassed that I'm going to admit this, but listen, Truthit has to keep the truth. I have to keep the truth. I can't lie. I can't deny this fact. I like this song so much that I made it my ringtone. And then when I was having a Metacolor think tank meeting, it went off. Everybody laughed at me. But I don't care, because I like the song anyways. Even though my brothers, who are supposed to uplift me and hold me high as a brother, teased me about it, this was still my ringtone. And this is, I think, the number 1 song of 2016. Let me get ready. I'm gonna let you guys know what it is. Hello, it's me. Hello from the other side. I must have cried 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry. That song captivated 2016. Applaud me. Yeah. I don't care how much you hate. I don't care how much you a diehard hip hop fan or anything. If you did not hear that song, if you did not hear that, nothing's wrong with me. I'm good. If you did not hear that song or like that song, something was wrong with you. Like and look, fam, yo, check this out, fam. I tried to hate the song. I did, but my kids was listening to it all the time, and I was like, yo, stop playing that around me. Put on some Tupac. Put on some Biggie. I don't want to hear that, but they did not waver. They did not relent. They kept playing that song, and it finally hooked me to the point where if I get a text message, my phone would go, "Hello, it's me," and I look at my phone. I'm like, "It is you, isn't you? Who's texting me now?" So yeah, that song was I think the number one song of 2016. I know as far as relevance and what it meant to people, Formation definitely was the number one song of 2016. But Adele Hello had the Adele Hello was my song for 2016. By the way, before I like to put a caveat on this, hip hop need to do something. Like, listen. It's not my fault hip hop sucked in 2016. Not only did hip hop suck, Christian hip hop sucked this year too. And I listened to a lot of Christian hip hop, and none of them made the list. Gotta get it together, fam. Because saying Jesus in a song does not give you a pass to put out some craptacular music. And stop trying to be like regular hip hop artists too. We don't need a Christian version of 50 Cent. I don't want the Christian version of 50 Cent. I want you being who you really are and putting out quality music. We don't need Christian versions of A and B and stuff. So that is my list. And I think what I'll do is I'll take a quick break and I will be right back on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock shadow. Applaud me.